Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to study about operating systems. Okay, it is a very general topic because we are very familiar with the operating systems. Um, okay, then what is operating system? The operating system is the most important program that runs on the computer. And operating system is the interface between the computer and the user. And the responsibility of the operating system for management and the coordination of the activities and sharing of the resources of the computer to the user. Okay, what it does, operating system, it manages the resources of the computer, and it coordinates the activities and shares the resources of the computers to the user. It is the view of the what interface between the user and the operating system. Okay, here one more we have uh, the central, which contains that is a computer which contains the operating system, and different peripherals are connected to the computer, and the resources are served by the operating systems. So here types of operating system. There are two types of operating systems. One is multi-user operating system, and another one is a single-user operating system. First, a multi-user operating system. The name suggests that there will be multiple users are going to use the computer resources. A multiple user operating system allows the multiple users to access a computer system concurrently. And multi-user time sharing systems can be classified as a multi-user systems, as they enable the multiple user users to access to a computer through the sharing of the time. And next one is single user operating system. The single user operating system as opposed to a multi-user operating system. So a single user can use the resources of the computer here. Okay, at a time a single user can use the computer. Next, major functions of the operating system. So we have listed here major functions of operating system here. The first of function is resource management, second one is data management, third one is job management, and fourth one is standard means of communication between the user and computer. First we will study resource management. The resource management function of an operating system allocates the computer resources such as CPU time, main memory, secondary storage, and input and output devices for the use. Okay, here the operating system allocates the resources of the computers to the user. And next, data management. It is the another function of the operating system. The data management function of an operating system governs the input and output of data and their location, storage, and retrieval. Okay, this is the job here. Okay, the data, where it is, and what is the location of the data, these all will be managed by the data management. And the data management, it is responsible for storing and retrieving information on a disk drives, and for organization of that information on the drive. Next function is job management. The job management function of an operating system prepares, schedules, controls, and monitors jobs submitted for execution to ensure the most efficient processing. Okay, and here a job is the collection of one or more related programs and their data. This is the one of the function of the operating system. Next function is a standard means of communication between user and computer. The OS also establishes a standard means of communication between the users and their uh, computer systems. It does this by providing a user interface and a standard set of commands that control the hardware. Next, we are going to study user interface. What is user interface? A program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. The user interface allows the user to communicate with the operating system here. Next, user interfaces provides the means of input and output. The input allowing the users to manipulate a system, and output allowing the system to indicate the effects of the user's manipulation. Next, we are going to study about types of user interfaces. There are two types of user interfaces. First one is command line interface. Second one, graphical user interface. First, we will study command line interface. So, a command line interface is a mechanism for interacting with a computer operating system or system by typing a commands to perform a specific task. Okay, and this method of instructing a computer to perform a given task is referred as entering a command. And here in command line interface, accept the input via keyboard only. It accept the keys or inputs via keyboard only. And this type of user interface is not suitable for the beginners. Okay, this is an example of the command line interface. We are going to give the commands to access any information or to manipulate any data on the computer. So here we have some commands. Okay, those are used by the user. The first dir command. The dir command is responsible to display a list of files or folders. And next command is copy command is used to copy a file or a folder. And md command, it is used to make a new folder. And clc command, which is used to clear the screen. And last one is quit. This command is used to quit the job. Next type of user interface is graphical user interface. The graphical user interface or a GUI is a type of user interface which allows the people to interact with the computer with the images. Okay, instead of text, we are going to interact with the computer using the images, and it accepts the input via keyboard or pointing devices. And this type of user interface is easy to learn. So the types of user interfaces here, the elements of graphical user interfaces are pointer, icons, desktop, windows, and menus. First one is pointer. So we all using it in computer. There is a pointer. It is a symbol that appears on the display screen and that you can move to select a object or commands. And pointer, usually the pointer appears as a small angled arrow. Okay, next one is icons. Here we have some icons. So those are what small pictures that represents the commands, files, and the windows. Next type of user interface is a desktop. It is the area on the display screen where the icons are grouped is often referred as the desktop because The icons are intended to represent a real objects on a real desktop. So we have here and desktop user interface. It contains many icons here. Next type of user interface is Windows. Windows, it is used to divide the screen into different areas, and in each window you can run a different program or or display a different file. Here we have an example of the window which is divided into two displays. Two screens are, one screen is divided into two windows here. So we can perform two star tasks simultaneously here. Next user interface is menus. The menus is a type of graphical user interface. Most graphical user interfaces let you execute a commands by selecting a choice from a menu. There are two types of menus: pull down menu and pull up menu. So here we have an example of the menu user interface. Next is the different or examples of the operating system. We all know MS DOS operating system, Windows, which is very familiar to us. Okay, Windows 7 is there, Windows 8.2, Windows 10 operating systems are available, and Mac OS, Linux operating system, and Solaris operating system, and Android operating system. These all are the some of the examples of the operating system. Okay, and most popular operating system is Windows. Thank you.